sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Primetime.
Will Reichert the kickoff for the Vikings.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
At the 45-yard line.
Yeah! There we go! On the ground, here's the rookie who played in-state at Austin. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 9.
Here we go, forward in, 26.
A run once more with Blue. There he goes, inside the 30. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. A huge play for Dallas. 39 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal.
Yeah, here we go. 49. 26.
It is brought in the end zone. C.E. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown number 9 for the year. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Next to score, Cowboys 7, Vikings 0. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. First play, and McCarthy to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10. Little play action here with McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be fouled up and taken down. They got him. Former third overall pick, Quinton Williams, in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. To throw, it's McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Dak gonna give this to Blue. He'll take this down inside the 30. He's tackled down by Byron Murphy.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. The first carry for the former Tar Heel, Devontae Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
13 yards on the
Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Dallas first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Straight ahead. It's Blue. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Yeah, here we go! Like that, line,
Prescott from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This is about as short as you can get. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like, you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get free.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. On the ground is Mason. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
11 more yards.
That's 11 yards again. 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run. This is Mason. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Now here's Aaron Jones. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Joe. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. First one for Jefferson. And a first down to go with it.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot that they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go, set, pick up.
A short one taken by Hawkinson.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment.
Kill. We'll go 47.
Dak can throw it here on first down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and that will lead to a second down.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
On second down, it's Stanton. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third and short. Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Again, it's Blue. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Cowboys.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Second and 12. At the Vikings, 40.
Again, here comes Blue. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
Third and 13.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
First down.
That's well done as they get the conversion on third and 13. On first and 10, Prescott. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll be second down. A run with Blue. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Third and long.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
On the handoff, Blue.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Fourth down. Here's Dak. That's going to be caught.
You know, I can tell you from experience, when you put together a drive of that length, the amount of plays that had to be put in to move the ball that far, and then to come away with no points, that's a tough one. That could be a real deflator for an offense.
A run. Here's Mason. He'll grind it out a couple of yards. Gives them a little bit of space out to the 3.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he's going to be out of bounds, up past the 20. It's a pickup of 12. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Anytime you decide to drop back to pass this deep in your own territory, that quarterback has to have a clock in his head. Get the ball out of my hand. In this case, checks it down to his back, picks up a nice gain, gives the offense a little breathing room.
On the give, it's Jones. And he'll get about 5.
Jones, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. From the gun, here's McCarthy. The throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Minnesota.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. It's 2nd down.
Ready up.
They'll put Addison in motion. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That one caught by Hawkinson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Left side here, caught by Addison. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
Prescott on 1st down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah! There we go. All right, what do you think?
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Theo Jackson.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Now McCarthy. This one brought in by Hawkinson. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards.
They run straight ahead with Jones. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
On play action, here's McCarthy. That's to the right side, and incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. So, 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. Back deep to receive the explosive Kevontae Turpin. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back. It is a punt return touchdown for the special teams unit. And they get the great bonus of scoring on special teams. This time the punt return unit able to put 6 up on the board.
And what we see here, Mike, is just a breakdown in the coverage. They talk all week about fanning the field, controlling the returner, keeping them on your inside arm. In this case, 2 guys get stacked behind each other. They leave just enough space for this returner to operate in. And the next thing you know, they're looking at him in the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Thrown left side, the catch is made, and he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
A 47-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
Makes
And the Vikings will cut into that lead.
Vikings 6. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. You'll start at the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready up! Let's go!
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He's got this on target to Addison. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. So, a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard, and it's first and 10. A give now, it's Jones on the zone read. To the 20, and he will score. Aaron Jones, touchdown Minnesota. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That's going to be intercepted.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. A couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Yeah! Number 154, wide, wide, 20.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right, in. We're going to 53.
This is Blue. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A big play for the Cowboys. An even 40 yards.
First down.
1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Yeah! There we go. All right, in. 26.
On the ground, it's Blue. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard
A
line.
run once more with Blue. He's to the 10. And he'll take this one in. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
24. Vikings 12. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And there'll be no returns forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Quentin Williams there to make the play. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7.
At the 38-yard line.
To throw, it's McCarthy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go. 47. 26.
Pistol now for Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. From the 41. Here's 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Going to 54. Right in. Here we go. 46. 26.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he will will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. And here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play fake. Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Dallas first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
They'll throw again. Dak. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Yeah! Here we go!
Again, Prescott to the air. That's brought in. Right side. Try Pickett. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Dak, we give this to Blue.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Their own 26-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
36 yards. And the Vikings first down. A gain of 36
Looking
yards.
out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
Jordan Mason. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. There's no way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That is caught. What a throw. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll try to pick this up with a run. And he's going to get it. Big 2-point conversion there. Instead of being down 12, now the lead is only 10.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Yeah, here we go.
To throw is Prescott. Now a screen set up for Blue. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll run the toss here with Blue. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
He was taken down behind.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Cowboys.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And if you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Not much happening there. Just a short game.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action. Here's Dak. Off balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here we go, boys. What do you think?
Dak can throw it here on first down. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 46.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Open, left side is Schoonmaker. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
We're going to 54 wide.
On 3rd down, Prescott. This one caught at the floor. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Lou trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd
Hey,
and goal.
kill. 26.
They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and goal.
26.
They'll run. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
26.
That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field. Let's go.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out, backed up on your own goal line, the defense understands the risk. They understand the quarterback wants to get that ball out of his hand fast. They're going to take some chances, jump some routes. And they're lucky that wasn't a pick six, and instead, just resulting in that turnover.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, here we go.
It's another run here for Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He's got it inside the 5. And the Cowboys going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Yeah!
Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Auburn's good with the extra point. The Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
20. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. He finds a man downfield. It's Felton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Deron Black. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Yeah, here we go, 40.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Down back at the 27.
Here go 46. Here go going to 54. Why? Here go.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Here go going to 53. Hey, kill. Go ahead. Here go 47. Hey, 47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. Hey, kill!
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's going to look for the home run ball. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Second and 10. Now McCarthy. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. Forced out left. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the first down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, here we go!
Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. That was in a critical situation. There is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
At the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, Prescott. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Prescott again. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Hey, kill! 47! Everybody, kill!
Again, Prescott to the air. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
47. Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw it on fourth down. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Not only do they convert on fourth down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25.
Here go, 47.
To the air again. Prescott. In trouble, and down he goes. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. He gets free. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Minnesota. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play that make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. So it's a win for the Cowboys.
Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when King and Ken.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to...
Yeah, is that your man?